Hi! You're not my Uncle Roger.
Sure I am.
Hi, Emma. You look fantastic. And I hear your writing's getting better and better.
What the actual The 10 most expensive Xbox 360 games in the world. Today, we're going to be looking at that list according to the prices on Price Charting. We're looking at loose, CIB and new. I've picked the top 5 games from PAL regions, as well as the top 5 games from North America, or rather the NTSC regions. So I would ask 2 things. 1, you get comfy and enjoy this ride because some of this stuff is pretty crazy. And 2, check out this word from our amazing sponsor, Mage Games. Mage Games is the brand new peer-to-peer marketplace to buy and sell your video games. You can buy and sell both retro games and recent titles, and this platform is built for gamers as well as independent stores to be able to sell their games to the UK only. Selling is 100% free on the platform as it stands. There are no listing fees and no commissions on sales. So check out Mage Games today, and we're offering you a £5 discount on your first purchase over £20 using code THEGEBS24, limited to 50 users until the 31st of December 23. Handball 16 on the good old Xbox 360. Handball isn't a game we play here in the UK. If we do, we certainly don't rave about it on social media. We don't even play it in school unless it's for fun in the playground if you seriously want to hurt your so-called friends. Why is this so expensive on the 360? I'll be honest with you, I have no effing clue. If you can add some context to my effing clueless approach here, then I'll be scouring the comment section for such a comment. Anyway, I digress. This is an expensive game, and if you go over to the Xbox store and think, I'll buy it cheaper digitally, you can think again. This will still cost the hefty price of £44.99. Now, I'm not going to lie, watching the gameplay does feel somewhat hypnotising. Even though this game didn't get very good reviews, it's pretty average. If you look on various sources online, it ranges from anywhere from 7 out of 10 to 3 out of 5, whatever. I actually think it looks really good. Again, Handball 16, one of the most expensive games in PAL regions, because of course the first 5 games in this list are from the PAL region. So this is your most expensive. Keep an eye in their local charity shops.
Yeah, that wasn't good at all.
Okay, this next game also looks absolutely shite. This is Asterix at the Olympic Games, and what I'm going to show you here in the footage is absolutely nothing from the Olympic Games. This kind of looks like Fable, but with Asterix characters. I know, I'm confused just as much as you, but for some strange reason here in the PAL regions of glorious United Kingdom, this is an expensive game. Now, it's not a game that I'm in a rush to go out and buy. Unlike Handball 16, I would actually play that. There's no way on God's green earth I would want to venture into this because it just looks awful, and if it wasn't for the familiarity of the characters, I definitely wouldn't play. But you might play it, and if you have it and you don't like it, you can sell it and make a decent profit on this. So this is Asterix at the Olympic Games that doesn't actually show anything from the Olympic Games in this video. Cheers! This is NCAA Basketball 10, in specifically saying 10 because NCAA Basketball 09 doesn't cost anywhere near as much. Now, I'm always baffled at these sports games that aren't really that popular, say compared to like football here in the UK, that really do hold their price, and you'll find a lot of the really high-priced video games are sport titles such as FIFA 19. FIFA 19, of course, was one of the last games ever to be released on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, and had I have just done a top 10 in the PAL regions, FIFA 19 would have made it. But here we are with some NCAA Basketball 10. Shocked and bewildered at this.
Hi! You're not my Uncle Roger.
Sure I am.
Hi, Emma. You look fantastic. And I hear your writing's getting better and better.
What the actual If they aren't euphemisms, then I'm going absolutely crazy. Either that or the devs are having a hard old laugh at us. This is My Horse and Me 2. That's right, this is a sequel. You basically have to look after horses and do crap tasks like collect stars in a field. It's pointless, I'm not going to lie, and it's a true testament to why video games are so expensive that look and feel so terribly poor. Again, a lot of the really awful games tend to be the most expensive. Again, if you've got this in your collection, I would suggest selling it, or potentially throwing it in the bin if you're okay for money. Don't even take it into CEX or sell it on eBay, just throw it away. You could play frisbee with it, you could also have a fun game of pass the parcel, and whoever wins can smash it. Whatever you want to do, My Horse and Me Too will give you so much fun if you choose to use it any other way than putting it in your Xbox 360. Thank you, and that's all I have to say about this tat.
Emma! Oh, there's my little filly.
And just stop the press right now because we are hitting some serious video games here. This is Spider-Man Web of Shadows. The new price will cost you floating around £124 at the time of filming. This game looks stunning, and of course with the release of Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5, you can expect Spider-Man to be very much on everybody's radar. I, for one, am enjoying Spider-Man 2 on the PS5, but I'm pretty certain if I dived into this, I would feel as equally pleased. The city looks absolutely gorgeous, the web swinging seems to be fluid as you would expect and want from any Spider-Man game, and I think other than the cities feeling perhaps a little bit empty in terms of pedestrians, this could be pretty much up there in one of my top 5s should I give it the time of day. But anyway, this is your turn to check your collections. Is it odd to say that I really want to find a copy of Handball? It looks really, really good. I could definitely imagine myself sitting down on my 360 and really losing myself. But now we're going to look at the top 5 most expensive games from price charting. Bear in mind some of these games are pretty common, but it's the variants that really do add that value. So let's take a look. Band Hero, the Super Bundle. Not going to say a great deal, and I definitely don't like Taylor Swift. This includes everything that you can see right here. All right, men. Pack out your pouches. Saddle on up, cowboy. Right, okay, enough of that crap. This is NCAA Football 14. Again, a sport title that holds a significant amount of value. I'm not an American football fan at all, and I can appreciate that it takes a lot of skill to play a game like this in real life and definitely with a controller. But there's a lot of people out there that I do think will really like this, and I think looking at it, it does look really nice. I'd be crap at it because I don't understand the rules and I really don't like the game, so enjoy this one if this is your flavour of video game.
The 50, quick throw out to the receiver. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10.
This is Marvel Ultimate Alliance Gold Edition, and it is the Gold Edition that is the most expensive. It basically gives you the option to be able to play with new characters. As you can see, the combat looks pretty darn frantic. It takes that nice isometric view. You've got a mini-map on the right and all of your characters in the top 4 corners. This kind of reminds me of something from like Streets of Rage. You can see the lift scene right there. You can perform different tasks to break the environments around you, and I think overall this actually does look like a ton of fun. If you don't buy the Gold Edition, you can just play the game as is for a hell of a lot cheaper, and I personally think that the additional price for the Gold Edition isn't worth it, but who am I? Price charting gave me these numbers. This is Dragon Age Inquisition, the Inquisitors Edition. Now, I was a huge Dragon Age fan up to Origins, and then I played this and I didn't really like it. Thankfully, there's a massive fan base out there that doesn't necessarily rely on me liking the game for this to be considered successful. I am ready for a new Dragon Age game, but I digress. You might be asking, what is the Inquisitors Edition? I never even heard of it until I did this video, but you get everything that you can see here, and it does look like a nice edition if you're a big fan of collector's editions. Me personally, I think they take up too much space and I've stopped buying them. This is El Chavo Racing. Not to be confused with chavs. This is something completely different, and this was released in 2014. I don't believe we got a release over here in the United Kingdom. But joking aside, if you're in the UK, you're probably chuckling to yourself now at the word chav. Well, you can do what you need to do on that front. Anyway, kart racing games are an absolute load of fun, and just look at how cool this looks. I actually really want a copy of this game, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to commit to the price just yet. But I think these videos are really, really good because sometimes you can drop on those absolute bargains in your local thrift stores, in your local Salvation Armies and charity shops. So I think you need to keep your eyes peeled, and if you've ever found any of these games out in the wild, I'd really like to hear from you in the comment section. So this is a great game. It combines everything that we'd love from the likes of Super Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing. It looks fast, it looks appealing, the characters look nice, it's got that kind of cel shaded look. It looks really darn cool. Pretty surprised at the Inquisitors edition of Dragon Age Inquisition. Like I said, I was never a huge fan of that game, and I never even knew they did a collector's edition, but it is really, really nice. Again, I have well given up collecting collector's editions purely because I am out of space here in the Lady Lounge, Lady Loft and Lady Lounge. Everything, all my collector's editions are like stuffed in the eaves, and that's not good. They should be out on display, but I don't have the space. Oh my God. So that was pretty gnarly. I'll be honest with you, my true thoughts going into this were that the games were going to be in the thousands, and they're actually not that bad. The NTSC, or the North American, are much more expensive than PAL regions, and I really do think it's great that there's a difference in regions, and we could have used the Japanese ones, but I'm not very familiar with the 360 Japanese market, so I wanted to keep it more to a familiarity for both me and for you as the viewer. And if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like. Definitely hit that subscribe button, guys. It would mean the world to me, and it motivates me, and I just like to, you know, what do I like? I have no idea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to check out our sponsor, Mage Games. You can get a £5 off if you spend over £20 on their site. It'll be the first link in the description using code TheGebs24. But for now, I bid you farewell. Take care. See you soon. Arrivederci. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.